Hello, welcome to our broadcast. Today we're going to cover a topic of underage drinking and how it affects students' GPAs. As many people may know, UW Stout is known as a pretty big party school. We are two freshmen who attend school here at Stout, so we are exposed to that drinking culture. People may have the idea that college is an environment all about studying and drinking, but oftentimes alcohol is consumed by minors who are actually under the age of 21.
Most of these minors do not realize the impact of underage consumption of alcohol can have on their GPA. According to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, 35% of college students engage in binge drinking. We conducted a survey of college freshmen about underage drinking. Here are our results. At least 67% of students consume alcohol at least once a week. 71% of those students also think they don't have a drinking problem. Also, 59% of these students feel that alcohol does not affect their grades, which is concerning given the fact that research has been done proving that alcohol plays a negative role in affecting GPAs.
To further test our survey results, we decided to talk to two different RAs and multiple students to get their opinion on the topic.
Do you notice that freshmen struggle with drinking more than other classes?
Yeah, I would say they struggle with it more. I think because a lot of them come from really protective parents and they didn't do anything in high school, so when they come here they go a little crazy. But I think
True.
by the end of the first year a lot of them learn if drinking's their thing
balance, yeah.
and if it is how to not be too sloppy.
Why do you think students underage drink or binge drink?
I think maybe because of media, they think it's cool, and also just because, I don't want to say that's a good way. You meet a lot of people doing it, and, coming into college and not having friends, you're probably trying to find any way to make friends, and, I don't know, I think it's just, an experience that's pushed on people that they should try at some point. Yeah.
True. Do you think underage drinking over the years has gotten worse or better?
I feel I don't know. I want to say, I feel it's gotten worse. I feel there's younger,
People are
almost
more
children
influenced.
drinking,
Yeah.
13-year-olds. But I definitely don't think it was, irrelevant when, our parents were young. Because I feel our
Right.
parents did a lot of stuff, and they act like they didn't.
They
So I
definitely
feel
did.
it maybe got worse.
I agree. I'd have to agree. From the students who do drink, do you see that their academics decline? From what you know, from your knowledge.
Yeah, I think it depends. I think the students that come into college and they I think it's kind of the thing if they're figuring out how to drink and they're starting to drink, I think academics usually decline. But if they already have prior experience with it, they usually know kind of
Right.
how to deal with it. But I definitely think there are a lot of students that come to school and the first semester they fail their classes because they just party every night and
Yikes.
they don't know their limit. So, yeah.
Do you notice that freshmen struggle with underage drinking more than other grades?
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
I think that because it is their first year out of their parents' house or whoever takes care of them, and they want to be on their own and experience things as an adult, and alcohol seems to be one of the leading causes of incidents that we have.
And why do you think that students underage drink?
To feel the freedom of not living with their parents. It's I think it's kind of based on the expectation of needing to drink in college, which is not true. That's why I think a lot of people drink. Even non-drinkers like to drink when they're in college due to the stigmatism that freshmen need to drink.
For the most part, I would say I definitely agree with about all of the things that she said, and yeah, I mean, nothing was really shocking or anything like that. I mean, I definitely see it and other people, definitely the kids who didn't experience drinking before college, definitely kind of are still trying to figure it out and what their limit is and how to handle it and when not to drink and who to drink with. So, but I definitely do think it is getting worse, and it is influenced by media or just peers. It could be pressure or just, like she said, just trying to make friends or whatever it may be. But for the people who don't have experience and they're drinking every night or every weekend or whatever it may be, like, I would expect to see that their grades do decline. I mean, I do see it in some people that I know, so I guess they're proof, so to speak, that their grades do decline when they drink.
So, Nate, how has alcohol affected you here at Stout?
I think it's affected me by like seeing some of my friends that do drink and just not be able to hang out with them as much because they're always drinking.
All right, Andrew, how has alcohol affected you here at your Stout?
Alcohol really hasn't affected me at Stout. Alcohol hasn't really affected me at college. Hasn't affected, my study habits, getting to class. No, hasn't affected me.
All right, Hayden, a couple questions for you here. How has alcohol affected you in your experience here at Stout so far?
So far at Stout, I've seen some people drink a lot of alcohol and leave from doing their assignments early, go to parties. Just don't think that's good.
Oh. Have you seen any difference with students after holidays such as maybe Halloween or, a certain weekend that's, like homecoming, things like that?
I think there's a significant difference because people they don't show up, or if they do, they're just not all there because they're hungover and stuff like that.
After homecoming, I definitely did notice stuff. Halloween was pretty quiet. I was kind of surprised. But yeah, I'd say mostly homecoming is the one to look out for.
After holidays, definitely. People stop showing up to classes as much, and sometimes they show up hungover, and it's not good.
And, just, a little personal side, has alcohol ever affected your studies, or do you not have an issue with that?
I really don't have an issue with it personally, but I know some people that do. It just sucks for them. They just got to figure out how to control it better.
Has alcohol use ever affected your studies? I think you said no, not really, so that's a good thing. How about people you know, though? Have you seen them being affected in any ways by that?
For the most part, no. I was actually going into college, I'm pretty surprised how much I see that it doesn't affect a lot of students, or how many students choose not to drink underage, which is really surprising and really good. But yeah, for the most part, no.
Personally, no.
No?
But I've seen other people, their grades go down once they get involved in that stuff.
And do you think that underage drinking is a problem here at Stout, or do you not see that as much?
I think it could be a problem, but I know it happens a lot.
Yeah. Do you see it at parties and things of that nature?
Well, yeah. Sometimes.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
To a certain degree, yes, because I know there's the students who do choose to drink and who go overboard and, all that kind of stuff. But I've been pretty surprised so far how many people I've seen that are not going to drink underage and who are not going to go out to party. But again, there's those outliers.
That's Stout for sure. It's around other schools too, but Stout is somewhat of a problem, I think.
Thank you for your time. After looking into this issue here at UW Stout in particular, it was shocking to me that we found a lot of our survey results hinted that students don't feel that they have an issue when it comes to alcohol and their grades. But when we looked into other students and how they felt about the issue, they thought that it was definitely an issue, not for them personally, but other people. So that just leads us to believe that people are in a state of denial when it comes to admitting that they have a problem with alcohol affecting their grades.